How's it going, ladies and gents, boys and girls? Andy here, and in this video I want to talk to you about Bluetooth scanners. Now, if you're an Amazon or an eBay seller, retail arbitrage, or a bookseller, then you already know how vitally important it is to be able to efficiently scan barcodes. The more barcodes you can scan and the more efficient you can be, the more opportunities you can find, the more money you can make. So the manual process of checking items to see if there is a profit is your weakest link. So the faster you can be, the more efficient you can be, the more money you make. It's as simple as that. And so as far as Bluetooth scanners go, the industry standard for a long time has been these two, the KDC 200i and the Opticon OPN 2006. Now, as to which is better, I would say they're probably pretty close. It's down to personal preference. I always used this one. I started with this one when I was selling used books many years ago, and it's always done very well for me. This one a little bit smaller, slightly lighter, but more or less it's going to do the same thing. The only real difference is this one has the screen where you can change some controls on the fly, and you might say it's a little bit easier to make some changes, whereas this one relies on scanning preset barcodes to make changes on this one. But otherwise they're pretty similar. They both work very well. A little bit spendy, can be a bit expensive, so if you're just getting started and you didn't want to lay out the money for these two, then you would probably buy something like this. Can you tell the difference? So this is the eYoYo Bluetooth barcode scanner. This is actually a slightly more modern one. They were, can you believe, bigger and bulkier than this. And they do the same thing. They'll scan a barcode and it's fine. But as you can see, a lot more bulkier. This is the size of a mobile phone. But it's going to do the job, and it was, you know, probably half the price of the other one. So, you know, it's not really going to be something that you would attach to your phone, for example. With these two, you might have them attached to a phone cover, so when you're looking at your phone, you could actually scan as you go. One-handed operation. This thing would probably be a little bit too big and bulky, and it had actually a curved side, so not that practical. It would end up being a two-hand operation, and so slightly slower. But if money was tight, there was always a budget option, and it worked perfectly well. But the game has changed a little bit, because if you're looking for a well-priced option but you don't want to carry around something the size of a 90s telephone, then eYoYo have come up with that, which is pretty impressive, I've got to say. If we put that there and put that up to there, it is actually shorter than the other two. So it's slightly shorter. It's pretty much exactly the same depth. A really nice piece of kit. They've pretty much upped their game with the Bluetooth scanners now. Really impressive. It works really well. This button is really nice, very tactile, very solid. And it's got this amazing, I don't know if the camera will pick this up, it's got this amazing sort of metallic effect on the paint as well, which looks pretty cool. But otherwise, really nice. Connects with a mini USB, as the others do. Comes with a lanyard if you want to put it around your wrist. And also it has a flat bottom to it. So this certainly would be able to be velcroed behind a phone to enable you to do the one-touch operation. So it really is a competitor for the other three, whereas these two were pretty much the only options. You now have another option, which I'm pretty impressed about. And so far, I would have no hesitation in taking this out for a day's scanning. I think this will do absolutely fine. Very solidly built. In fact, if anything, the construction feels a little bit better than the other two. So there we have it, a new option for you in the scanner department. I'll put a link down below where you can get your hands on this one, and eYoYo very kindly provided me with a discount link as well. So if you go through that link down below, you will get yourself a slight discount as well, which is useful. And just to be clear, eYoYo did send me this for review, so I didn't pay for it, but at the same time, they haven't sponsored this video. I'm not getting paid to mention it, and I have no bias for any three of these one way or the other. If you go through my link, I will get a very small referral bonus from Amazon, which goes for anything I recommend on Amazon. So there we have it, a well-priced alternative, and it's good to see eYoYo innovating and making good quality scanners. They have been in this market for some years now. I was actually sent this one for review, and the one before this that was bigger and more chunky, and that was some years ago. That was probably over 5 years ago. So they've been producing scanners for a long time. They know what they're doing. And as you can see, they're really progressing with their manufacturing. So gets a thumbs up from me. I would certainly give this a go. I'm happy to recommend it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and as always, give it a thumbs up if you found this helpful, and I will catch you next time on another video. Bye for now.